Alright, good morning everyone. Another drive along video. Let's get the car warmed up. Let's take the my little windshield reflector, basically Reflectix, that I cut to the size of the windshield, and just simply fold it and stow it in the front seat. There we go. Not too bad today. Alright, let's put the safety belt on. Always put your safety belt on. Alright, I'm ready to go. Got my gas. I'm all filled up. Excellent. Alright. I'm just getting comfortable in the seat, that's all. Alright, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, you know, I always think about what am I going to talk about, then when I drive, I just totally go blank. I guess I can talk about, I like to talk about YouTube for a little bit, how it's changed since I started. And the reason why I started my YouTube channel, one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel was I found YouTube to be very useful as a source of information. And that's one of the reasons why I started the channel, was to give information, offer my point of view, my perspective, in some ways to give back to the world and be immortal, if there is such a thing. So when I say be immortal, I mean, if you think about it, I don't know how long I'm going to be doing YouTubes. I guess for a while at least. But at some point, you're going to stop making videos. Okay? At some point, we're all going to stop making videos. And then you're going to ask yourself, well, what happens after that? What happens after that? What happens after you stop making videos? In other words, you cease to exist in this world. And what then? Will your videos continue to be played? Are they property of YouTube? And will YouTube continue to use them? Are they available for the general public? I think in general, yes, they will be available. They'll probably be hidden or buried deep in all the other videos that come out, and perhaps not even searchable directly. So, because there's always new content covering things, and maybe, and on the other hand, maybe it will show up. Maybe people will still be able to watch your videos long after you've passed away. In any case, that's what I mean by immortality. Not that you will live forever, but definitely your voice can be heard, your experience can be seen, long after you're gone, possibly, as long as YouTube is around, as long as the internet is around, as long as someone downloaded those videos, if there's any interest in it. So that's one of the reasons why I started making this channel and making videos in this kind of format, first person's perspective, point of view, because I wanted to leave something behind through an experience, as if I was, I guess you could say, in reality, I'm just talking to myself. If people saw me right now, I'm talking to myself. But I'm talking to you, the audience, and in some ways, if you are a belief in a higher being, a higher power, you could say you're communicating or speaking with a higher being, higher power, external power, a god, or whatever you want to say, or devil if you're worshiping devil or something like that. But whatever it is, it's a good way to just express yourself, and then just put it out there, and you never know who's listening. You never know. And if you think about it, a lot of people do this internally, or internalize what I'm doing, and they may just do internal dialogue in their head and talk to themselves mentally. But at least this way, you can truly be heard. Right? You can truly be heard. So that's the main reason why I did this channel. So when I want to talk about YouTube is I've noticed there has been a change in the way YouTube is operating now. It used to be, you put a video up, it would be seen, and if it was something that people wanted to share, they would share it, and it would be expressed that way. Now it seems like YouTube is making that determination of, well, who's going to get heard and who's not going to get heard, right? Who do they want to express and who they don't want to express? They're making that determination instead of the viewers or the community or the internet, I guess, if there's such a thing. I've also come to realize from being in cryptocurrency that some of this stuff is totally manipulated. The views, the subscriber count, how you're ranked in the searches, all very, very manipulated. And so, I don't know how fair that is. I would say it's very unfair. One person could be a million computers clicking on your link. So, to some degree, it's not really objective. So some of the things that I see, and the video content itself, I've noticed there's more emphasis on production value, right? Production value only. Of course, there's content like, and on top of that, there's less emphasis on information or expression of views or expression of ideas, and more emphasis on production value and entertainment value. And I guess that's what YouTube has become or is becoming. In some ways, this whole platform has been a dangerous platform. It's given a lot of people different ideas. A lot of stupid ideas sometimes get spread very quickly, but in any case, it's a lot of good ideas too, but all the stupid ideas get the attention. But and then all the fraud. Oh gosh, being in the cryptocurrency space has taught me a lot about the internet and YouTube and how all the social engineering. Social engineering is just phenomenal. It's, at least not phenomenal as in great. It's just so. I'm beginning to see how blatant it's being used on you, the general public, to control you, right? To sway your opinion, sway your judgment, to manipulate you. And I'll kind of give you an example. I mean, it's I was involved with cryptocurrencies, and I'm seeing a lot of these crypto YouTubers. A lot of them are nothing more than mouthpieces for someone else. They have no original thought, no original idea, no first-hand experience. Very few of them, very, very few, actually offer genuine content. Most of them are nothing more than marketers. They just market, someone else's useless coin, hoping that you would buy them. And I had an experience with this other YouTuber, Ozzy the BS Filter. That's his YouTube channel name. And that guy is totally deceptive. He's a used car salesman. Behind the scenes, when we did our live streams, he would try to convince me that BitConnect, which was eventually, it was a well-known Ponzi scheme, eventually collapsed. He tried to convince me that was the greatest moneymaker on earth. Now, he might have been right, because it's a Ponzi scheme. It was fraudulent, so it probably did make a lot of money for somebody. It just didn't make a lot of money for the users, or most of the users, I should say. So, you get a lot of people who are deceptive, and they come in trying to be your friend, and in reality, they're trying to gain your trust. And that's what I've learned. Is you cannot trust anyone on YouTube, or anybody who are on video or YouTube channels, because they have an agenda, especially on YouTube. I think they have an agenda, and their agenda is to first make money. Second is to monetize their social life. And then third is to obviously benefit, all right, or increase their social status and social engineering. So what I'm trying to say is they're trying to build a following, and it's all about idolizing. Idolatry, I guess, is what you would call it. And of course, what are they doing? They're sucking the life from you, right? They're sucking your money. They're sucking your time. They're telling you what to think, how to think, what to buy, when to buy. And I believe in general that's not very healthy, but YouTube is obviously a business for a profit. And if that's what brings people to the platform, well, that's what they're going to promote, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing those things being promoted. Sharing of ideas, knowledge, spreading ideas, those things are dangerous. Dangerous to a perhaps an established incumbent system. Having new ideas of doing things in a new way is dangerous for an established incumbent system. And so obviously whenever you start a business or generate income, you automatically by default you partner with the government. All right, you become a tax collector, or you yourself pay taxes, obviously, for the benefit of having a system that allows you to make income. And so you give back to the system, which allows the system to perpetuate. And so anytime you generate income in a system that allows you to generate income, you're also perpetuating that system as well. So when you're spreading new ideas of how you can deviate from that, or an alternative system, of course that is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. So it, like I said, like YouTube could be a part of a system, and it's become a part of that incumbent system now. It's so popular and so big, and the way it's going to continue to stay popular and big is that it accommodates the system in which it allowed it to become that big. So that's what I've noticed about YouTube. For me, if you're watching my channel, there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're watching. And whether YouTube likes you to watch or not, it doesn't matter. You're here for a reason, and you seeked out this video for some reason, and you're here. So that's all I can say about that. I mean, nothing more I can say about that. All right, this is time where I stop. I'll probably do another video on the way to the fitness center, so catch me there.